Best ElevenLabs Voice Settings Tutorial for Beginners. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're someone who's just beginning to explore the world of voice creation using ElevenLabs, then you might be feeling a little overwhelmed by all the different voice settings available. The voice customization tools offered by ElevenLabs are quite diverse, and they're designed to help you craft high-quality, lifelike voices. But when you're just getting started, not knowing exactly what each setting does or how to fine-tune your prompts can be frustrating. You might find yourself second-guessing everything, wondering if you're making the right adjustments, or if your final voice will even sound the way you intended. So if you're curious about how to write effective prompts, what types of content you should be including or leaving out, and how to ensure your voices come out sounding natural and engaging, then stick around. Because in this video, I'm going to break everything down for you step by step, so you can get the most out of your ElevenLabs experience. To begin, the first thing you'll need to do is sign into your ElevenLabs account. Once you're logged in, you'll have several options in front of you. You can choose to create a brand new voice, adjust and fine-tune an existing one, or use the platform's text-to-speech feature. For the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to focus on the text-to-speech feature, since it's a good starting point for beginners and relatively straightforward to use. After selecting the text-to-speech option, you'll see a box where you can input any text you'd like to convert into audio. This is where the magic begins. You'll also notice a list of suggestions underneath, such as generating a laugh, simulating a dialogue, exploring advanced AI capabilities, or even recalling a nostalgic memory. These prompts are helpful if you're not sure what kind of content to test. For now, I'm going to keep it simple by entering a basic piece of text. Before generating the voice, I'll go ahead and remove all of the inflections, so we're working with a clean, neutral tone. Once your text is entered, you'll see that a voice has already been selected by default. You can click on the voice name at the top to change it. From here, you'll be able to browse and explore various other voices. There's a good variety to choose from, including any voices you've previously saved, some of the top recommended voices, recently used voices, and a full voice library. You'll also see sections dedicated to professional voices, any clones you've created, and the default voices provided by ElevenLabs. So I'm going to select one of the best voices from the V3 voice model collection, and I'll take you through some of the voices available in that list. Once you're in the section, you can start previewing different voices to get a feel for their tone and delivery. For example, you might come across samples like, these voice previews help you get a quick idea of each voice's style. Now, personally, I'm in the mood to use a female voice. There's no specific reason. I just feel like it suits the kind of speech I want to generate today. So what I'm going to do is head over to the All Voices section, and from there, I'll explore the full voice library. Inside the library, you'll find a wide range of high-quality voices, both male and female, and in different tones. Some more serious, some more playful, some calm, and others expressive. You can even hear inspirational lines like, "Just trust yourself," or "There is no greater." These voice samples can really help you decide which style fits your project. To narrow it down, I'm going to type female in the search bar to filter out the voices. Now, even though there are multiple languages available, I'm going to stick with English for this demonstration. As I scroll through, one particular voice stands out to me. I hear it say, "That really struck a chord with me. It's expressive, enthusiastic, and feels perfect for generating high-quality AI speech." So I'm going to go ahead and use this voice for today's test. Once the voice is selected, the next step is choosing the model version you want to work with. You'll see a few options here: ElevenLabs, Vive 3 Alpha, 11.2.5 Flash, and 11 Multilingual V2. Let me quickly explain what each one does. 11 Multilingual V2 is designed to support a wide variety of languages and gives you more control over speech customization. 11.2.5 Flash is optimized for low latency, which makes it ideal for real-time or conversational applications. It supports 32 languages and consumes fewer credits, so it's a good choice if you're aiming to stay budget-friendly. V3 Alpha is currently their most advanced and expressive model. It supports over 70 languages and is designed to produce more natural and emotional speech, although it's still being fine-tuned and might not offer as many customization options as the others yet. One quick tip: if you're looking to use fewer credits, older models are usually cheaper. So if your project doesn't require very detailed or expressive speech, using an older model might be the smarter choice. But for this walkthrough, since I want the best quality, I'm going with the V3 Alpha model. As we move forward, scroll down the interface and you'll notice that V3 Alpha gives you fewer manual controls compared to multilingual V2, simply because it's still in development. If you switch to multilingual V2, you'll see a set of sliders for speed, stability, similarity, and style exaggeration. So what I'm going to do is adjust these manually. I'll keep similarity high, so the voice sticks closely to the intended sound. I'll set speed to low for a slower, more deliberate reading. And I'll keep stability low as well, to allow for a more varied and natural delivery. Let me show you how that sounds. Here's a voice preview.
I couldn't sleep at night. The air was too still and the moonlight kept sliding through the blinds, and that's how it was last night.
And that gives us a sense of how the output changes with different settings. Next, I want to show you a specific voice I really like called Ellie. So I'll go ahead and search for Ellie in the voice library. Here's how Ellie sounds. Dreams come true. And you can hear that the voice is quite close to what we expected from the preview. Now, this version sounds a little slow, so I'm going to speed it up slightly. Also, increasing the stability will make the voice sound a bit more grounded and mature, which can be ideal depending on the tone you're going for. Now, if your goal is to build more unique sounding voices, one important thing you can do is lower the similarity setting. That said, you should always consider your specific use case. Depending on what kind of content you're creating, you might not want to drop the similarity too low. Why? Because when similarity is set too low, the voice output can become inconsistent. If you're aiming for a voice that maintains its core identity throughout the entire audio, especially for narration or professional use, it's better to keep similarity at a moderately high level. So for this example, I'm going to keep the similarity at 60%. I'm also not going to add any style exaggeration just yet. That way you'll be able to clearly notice the difference when we do enable it later on. Let me show you what the current voice sounds like with these basic settings.
I couldn't sleep at night. The air was too still, and the moonlight kept sliding through the blinds, and that's how it was last night.
As you can hear, the voice delivers the full sentence, but it still lacks emotion. It sounds pretty flat. If you want the AI to better express emotions, here's what you should do. First, I'll increase the similarity a bit more, because I really like the sound of the original AI voice and want to stay close to it. Next, I'm going to lower the stability, which allows for more natural variation and makes the voice sound more human-like. I'll also increase the speed a little to give it a more natural flow. Now here's the most important change. I'm going to turn up the style exaggeration to 100%. This amplifies the emotional expression in the speech. Let's hear what that sounds like.
I couldn't sleep at night. The air was too still, and the moonlight kept sliding through the blinds, and that's how it was last night.
You can instantly hear how much more realistic and expressive the voice sounds. It now includes inflections and emotional cues, which are key for making storytelling feel authentic. Right below that, there's also a feature called Speaker Boost. Enabling this will enhance the similarity of the voice to the original speaker, though it may slightly slow down the generation time. Now moving on, if you want to keep track of everything you've created, you can use the History section. This allows you to view all of your past generations and fine-tune or compare them easily, helping you to gradually customize the voice for your exact needs. For the next example, I'm going to switch over to the 11.2.5 Flash model and show you the settings I personally prefer for general storytelling purposes. Here's what I usually go with. Similarity, high to maintain the original voice tone. Stability, around 28%. Speed and style will vary depending on the use case. Now let me regenerate the audio with these settings.
I couldn't sleep at night. The air was too still, and the moonlight kept sliding through the blinds, and that's how it was last night.
This is exactly the kind of voice style I personally like. It's expressive, clear, and maintains a storytelling tone without sounding robotic. Of course, you can always adjust these settings based on your personal preferences and the kind of content you're working on. You can apply these voice settings to voice changers, sound effects, or any custom voices you're generating within ElevenLabs. Whether it's for audiobooks, videos, podcasts, or character voiceovers, these tools give you powerful control over how your content sounds. The best part? All of these advanced features are available at a very reasonable price. Every month, ElevenLabs gives you 10,000 free credits. If you upgrade to the starter plan, you'll get 30,000 credits per month for just $4.17 per month. If billed annually, that's even lower, only $1 per month. Their creator plan costs around $11 per month, or about $18.33 if you go month to month. But if you choose annual billing, you'll receive a 2-month discount, making it even more affordable. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.